Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today you guys are going to see the first T20 highlights between New Zealand and India, which is the first of the 5-match T20 series, and there are 3 ODIs to come as well as the 2 test matches to finish the tour. It's a long tour of New Zealand, and this first T20 international between these two teams is held in Eden Park, Auckland, New Zealand. So with that being said, let's get into the highlights. Hello and welcome to Eden Park. This is the first T20 international between New Zealand and India. You can see the playing 11 of both the teams. This is going to be a tight contest between these two teams. So both the captains are down on the pitch for the toss. Kane Williamson and Virat Kohli. India has called tails and Kane Williamson tosses up the coin. So it's tails, so India has won the toss, and let's see what Virat Kohli is going to do. So India has won the toss and they have chosen to bowl first. So the umpires are on the field, the fielders, the Indian fielders are down on the pitch, and the new ball has been given to Jasprit Bumrah to start the proceedings for India, and the two opening pair of batsmen, Martin Guptill and Colin Munro, for New Zealand to open the batting, and Martin Guptill to face the first delivery of this man Jasprit Bumrah. So the first delivery of this man Jasprit Bumrah to Martin Guptill. Straight on the pads. Colin Munro, left-hand batsman. Look at his numbers, a T20 specialist for New Zealand. Oh, that's pulled away. That is a very good shot from Colin Munro. Now Washington Sundar. Oh, that's been pulled away over the mid-wicket, and that will bring up his first boundary. Oh, there's an edge. And that's the first wicket. That's the first wicket of the match. Colin Munro. Shami strikes straight away in his second delivery, I guess third delivery. And Colin Munro knows it very well, so he won't take a review. What a catch from Rishabh Pant. Simple one, but it was high to his shoulder, and Colin Munro has to depart for 5. So here comes the skipper, Kane Williamson. Oh, that's hit hard straight away from Kane Williamson. What a way to get off the mark. Oh, there's a thick inside edge, and that will raise away to the boundary as well. So 2 back-to-back boundaries. Oh, there's another edge. Maybe this time another wicket goes. Yeah, and this time Bumrah strikes. And Guptill was struggling to time the ball, and Bumrah took the advantage of it, bowling the outswing delivery and thick outside edge. No need of a review, and Rishabh Pant takes second catch of this match, and Guptill has to depart for 8. New Zealand are 21 for 2. Ross Taylor coming in at 4 for New Zealand. That's been hit aerial from Kane Williamson. Through the covers. No man in the deep. I guess now Kane Williamson takes the advantage of that to get off the mark. And that's the edge. There's another edge, and that will be another wicket. There's the another wicket. And that's the third catch for Rishabh Pant behind the stumps, and Bumrah strikes second time in this match, and Ross Taylor gets out for a golden duck. An easy, simple catch for Rishabh Pant, makes no mistake. And Taylor is frustrated, and he has got out for duck. Tim Seifert, the wicket-keeper batsman. That's been flicked away nicely over the short fine leg. That's been hit over the fine leg region. There's an edge. And that's another wicket. Finally, Kane Williamson has to depart. He was hitting boundaries, the only batsman to hit the boundaries in this match for New Zealand. And he won't take the review because that's clearly a deflection after that edge. And Pant, another catch, the fourth catch of this night. Williamson has to depart for 29. And Colin de Grandhomme, the all-rounder. So there's a thick outside edge. Will Pant get to it? Yeah, he gets to it. Fifth catch for him. And Saini strikes for the second time in this match. And de Grandhomme has to go back to the pavilion. It's been a catch practice for Rishabh Pant. Colin de Grandhomme has to go for 6. And now comes the all-rounder Mitchell Santner. Oh, that's been flicked away nicely. And that will raise away to the boundary rope. Oh, that's been hammered. Just bounces close to the boundary rope, and that's another boundary in that region for Seifert. Oh, that's bowled him. He has bowled him cleanly. He was going for the flick over the fine leg region, I guess. What he did in the last over was going to do that same to Washington Sundar, but that hit the stumps. And now Scott Kerguelen. That's been hit over the mid wicket by Mitchell Santner, and that will raise away to the boundary. Again, that's in the air. And he gets to it. Manish Pandey, the mid wicket fielder, gets to that catch. It was in the air again. Santner may be going again over the mid wicket fielder, but this time it was short. Mitchell Santner has to depart for 5. Team Saudi coming into bat. Oh, that's gone. There was a thick outside edge, and what a reflex catch from Rishabh Pant. That was one of the best of the many catches he took in this match. It was heading over his helmet, but a good attentiveness from Rishabh Pant. Kerguelen has to depart for 1. Now is Shodhi. It's the last over. Oh, that's in the air. That's been hit aerial. Shreyas underneath it. And what a catch. And Sundar gets a 3rd. And Team Saudi has to depart. He is the latest victim of the Indian bowlers. And that was good timing, but the fielder Shreyas Iyer takes an easy catch, and Team Saudi has to depart for 3. And now Blair Tickner. That's an edge, and that's taken. That's a final wicket that hit the bat of Tickner and then the gloves of Rishabh Pant, but it was in the air for a bit, and Pant takes another catch. And Pant has to be the man of the match because he has caught so many catches. So this is the batting scorecard of New Zealand. Martin Guptill had gone for 8. Colin Munro got out for 5. Kane Williamson played a very good 29. He was the highest scorer of this New Zealand batting lineup. Australia got out for a duck. Team Seifert did very well as well for 19. Colin de Grandhomme got out for 6. Mitchell Santner for 5, and Scott Kerguelen for 1. Team Saudi for 3. Sodhi didn't get out, and Blair Tickner got out for a golden duck of the first delivery. So it's time for the Indians to chase the score of 79, the target of 79. Rohit Sharma and K. Rahul will start the proceedings for India. The first ball of the Indian innings. and straight away they get off the mark. Rohit Sharma off the back foot, and Lokesh Rahul to open the batting along with Rohit Sharma. Oh, that's a thick outside edge. This time KL Rahul is the victim of this pitch, and KL Rahul has to depart quickly to pavilion, and he won't take the review as he knows that there was a thick outside edge. You can see in the replay. And Seifert takes the first catch of this match, and Lokesh Rahul has to depart for 6. And now comes the skipper of India, Virat Kohli, in at 3. That's it. That will be the first boundary for India. Oh, that's a thick outside edge. And yeah, I heard that sound and the umpire confirms it. And so the strikes after changing his end. And that's the big fish, Virat Kohli. And he won't take the review. And Seifert takes the second catch of this match. And the second wicket goes out for India. The skipper has to depart for 13. India 42 for 2. And now comes Shreyas Iyer in at 4 for India. What a hit off the back foot. And what a way to get off the mark. Straight away with the boundary. That's been hit aerial over the deep point, and that's the first maximum of this match. That's been hit in the gap, and what a hit from Shreyas Iyer. And this time in the gap again. Shreyas Iyer just finding the gaps between the fielders in the deep. And they are running to the victory. And that's the winning run for India. And they have chased 79 in just 13.1 overs. So the match summary of the first T20 international between New Zealand and India at Eden Park in Auckland, New Zealand. The New Zealand were bowled out quickly for 78, and Washington Sundar picked up 4 for 15, Jasprit Bumrah 2 for 15, Navdeep Saini 2 for 19, Shami 1 for 13 in his 2 overs, and Rohit Sharma for India batted for 36, Shreyas Iyer for 23, and Virat Kohli for 13, and Lokesh Rahul for 6, and they chased down 79 in 13.1 overs. Vlad Tekner to pick the first wicket of the Indian innings. That was KL Rahul. Is Sodhi to pick the wicket of the skipper of India, Virat Kohli. Still is struggling against the leg spinners. He has to work on it. And that was the only 2 wickets of the Indian innings. So India has won the match by 8 wickets, and the man of the match goes to Washington Sundar. So that's it. That was the highlights of the first T20 international between New Zealand and India. I hope you enjoyed these highlights. If you did, hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified when the latest video comes. So that's it. This is me, Gamer Mike. Play intense, inspire the next generation.